anyone else make their stock picks at 2 a.m. on Sunday when they should be sleeping? When I can't sleep, I'm up on Seeking Alpha looking at my portfolio and deciding on my Monday morning Roth IRA purchases. But even while awake when I should be sleeping, my dividends continue to roll in. And today, I'm going to share with you a couple of things. Which companies paid me last month, what I added to the portfolio, and we may even swing by my dividend dashboard so I can show you my updated annual dividend income and the progress I've made towards my goal. And we're going to start with Lowe's. The ticker symbol is LOW, and it's presently trading for $230.48. I presently own 13.23 shares and receive $14.43 in dividend income. Lowe's is up in share price this year by 15.71% and trades at a PE of 17.13. This is a dividend king with 59 years of dividend growth and a 5-year dividend growth rate just under 20%. Payout ratio is 30.84%, and for each share that you own, you receive $4.40 each year. And when we look at the total return for Lowe's, we see in the last 10 years it's 501.58%. Next up is AbbVie, and the ticker symbol is ABBV, and it's presently trading at $146.96. I currently own 39.41 shares and receive $57.83 in dividend income, bringing my running total up to $72.26. AbbVie is down in share price year to date by 9.5% and trades at a PE of 13.29. With some pretty solid dividend grades, AbbVie has 9 years of dividend growth and a 5-year dividend growth rate of 12.34%. Payout ratio at 46.32%. For each share that you own, you receive $5.92. And right now, the dividend yield is just under 4%. And the 10-year total return is 408.4%. Next, let's talk about Procter & Gamble. The ticker symbol is PG. I currently own 15.5 shares and receive $14.47 in dividend income, bringing my running total up to $86.73. Procter & Gamble is presently up in share price by 1.83% year to date and has a PE of 24.14. Also a dividend king, Procter & Gamble has 66 years of dividend growth and has a 5-year dividend growth rate of 5.68%. Payout ratio is 62.38%, and for each share that you own, you receive $3.76 each year. Right now, the dividend yield is 2.44%, and it has a 10-year total return of 166.49%. Next up is Realty Income, and the ticker symbol is O. I currently own 117 shares of Realty Income and received $28.02 in dividend income, bringing my running total up to $114.75. Realty Income is down in share price by 12.16% year to date and trades at a price to funds from operations at 13.6. This monthly payer is a dividend aristocrat and has been raising its dividend consecutively for a very long time. It has a 5-year dividend growth rate of 3.71%, has a payout ratio of 74.03%, an annual payout of $3.07 for each share that you own, and right now the dividend yield is pretty strong at 5.42%. It has a total return of 131.64%. Next up is Main Street Capital, ticker symbol MAIN, presently trading at $40.34. I presently own 121.2 shares and receive $27.75 in dividend income, bringing my running total up to $142.50. Main Street Capital is presently up in share price year to date by 10.43% and trades at a PE of 9.84. With 2 years of dividend growth, Main Street Capital has a 5-year dividend growth rate of 3.37%, a payout ratio of 68.25, and for each share you own, you receive $2.76 each year. The dividend yield is 6.85%, and it has a 10-year total return of 213.4%. Next up is Comfort Systems USA, a newer position in my portfolio. The ticker symbol is FIX, and I presently own just under half a share and received 10 cents whopping 10 cents in dividend income last month, bringing my running total up to $142.60. Comfort Systems is actually up in share price pretty significantly by 57.62% and trades at a PE of 24.33. The dividend grades are pretty impressive, with the exception of the dividend yield, which Seeking Alpha gives it a D-. But it's got 10 years of dividend growth, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 18.95%, and a payout ratio of only 9.85%. You receive 90 cents for each share that you own, and again has that 0.49% dividend yield. And here's why. It's in my Big Safe Dividend portfolio with a very impressive 10-year total return of 1,187.8%. Another newer position in my Big Safe Dividend portfolio is Graco Incorporated, and the ticker symbol is GGG. I currently own just under one share at zero point 0.9 and received a whopping, hope you guys are sitting down, 3 cents in dividend income. But listen, we all have to start somewhere. And this brought my running total up to $142.63. Year to date, Graco is actually up in share price by 16.26% and trades at a PE of 26.37. The dividend grade is pretty similar to that of Comfort Systems USA with a D plus in dividend yield, so it's a little bit better. But they have 21 years of dividend growth, a 5-year dividend growth rate at 12.07%, nice low payout ratio at 31.77%. You receive 94 cents for each share you own, and the dividend yield is 1.19%. And Graco's 10-year total return is 281.75%. Next up is Arbor Realty Trust, ticker symbol is ABR, and I presently own 140 shares and received $60.04 in dividend income, which is super exciting because that means I'm picking up almost 4 shares every time I receive these dividends. This brings my monthly total up to $202.67. Arbor Realty is up in share price year to date by 17.79% and trades at a PE of 10.28. There are 9 years of dividend growth, a 5-year dividend growth rate at 12.89%, and this is a real estate investment trust, so don't be too alarmed by the payout ratio at 95.93%, and the dividend yield right now is 10.77%, which means for each share that you own, you're receiving $1.72. And in the last 10 years, Arbor Realty has a total return of 474.39%. Love it or hate it, the next up is the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF, otherwise known as JEPI. Ticker symbol is JEPI. Presently trading at $55.59. I currently own 60.74 shares and received $17.56 in dividend income, bringing my running total up to $220.23. Year to date, JEPI is up in share price by 2.06%, has an expense ratio of 0.35%. With 2 years of dividend growth, there is an annual payout of $5.57 from this monthly payout for each share that you own and has a dividend yield just under 10% at 9.99%. Now, I'm still working towards my goal of $4,444 in annual dividend income, so let's see how far I've made it and pop on over to my dividend dashboard where you'll see that I'm presently projected at $3,742 in annual income, which means I'm averaging about $311 each month. My invested portfolio has a total value of $81,634.41. But looking quarter over quarter, you can see that my totals are continuing to grow, and I am anticipating my best September ever. Now I'd like to share with you all the purchases that I made in the last month and how much my income is going to be increased as a result of these purchases. Start with the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, or SCHD, and it pays out $2.60 each year for each share you own. I purchased 8 more shares, so that adds another $20.80 in annual income. I added 7 more shares of Realty Income, ticker symbol O, which pays you $3.07 for each share you own, so that added an additional $21.49 in annual income. I added 2 more shares of Altria Group, ticker symbol MO, with a dividend rate of $3.92. That gets me an additional $7.84 each year. I picked up 15 shares of Main Street Capital, which at a dividend rate of $2.76 each year for each share you own, equates to an additional $41.40. And I couldn't resist the sale on Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE, with its year-to-date down in share price by almost 31%. It pays $1.64 for each share you own. I added 4 more, adding an additional $6.56 in annual income. So with those additional shares, I can expect to receive another $98.09. What did you guys pick up in the last month? Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear. And then go and take a peek at this video next.